You heard it. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph's Opinion Show. Every single Wednesday night, we are here, 7:30 p.m., and we have a lot to talk about tonight. And yeah, what do you want to talk about? And let me talk to you. All right? Let me talk to you tonight. And I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams. Also, don't forget to also tune in to all my other radio shows and platforms. We're on live tonight on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and also on the Kick Network as well. All right, so your comments are always welcome in the comments section. Emails are welcome at ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. And we're always here every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. for the Ralph's Opinion Show. All right, don't forget, we have a lot to talk about tonight. Plenty, and I'm saying plenty tonight on the menu to talk about tonight right here on the Ralph's Opinion Show. And I want to introduce you to my new show, or my new short segment of the Ralph Report. It's called the Ralph Report Exposed. And I already started. I exposed a business. Check it out on my YouTube channel, the Ralph Report Exposed, because I will expose people. I will expose those who cause problems, those who rip people off, those who do all those things. You will be exposed. That's the bottom line right there. All right, you will be exposed. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We got Sports Break Media, Brian Pettit. Welcome to the show, Brian. Thank you for participating tonight, and also for your feedback and input tonight. I apologize, Brian. I did forget to put your new banner in there, but I still have your old one right here. Sports Break Media, Brian Pettit. Don't forget to tune into him as well. And also, don't forget to tune into my other media friend and partner, as well as Brian. Don't forget to tune into Pensman Sports. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. And please don't forget, help us get to where we need to be as well. And speaking of Pensman, there he is. And there's his banner right there. Don't forget to tune into his stuff as well. Pensman Sports. He has shorts. He does live stream of New York Yankees games. He and I have done Steeler games already. And, we will probably do some this year as well. So just to let everyone know about my other partners in media here. Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, and also Leo Haggerty, who's also a co-host on my Saturday Sports Blast show. When you get a hold of Leo, you find him on Amped Up Sports as well. All right. We have a lot to talk about today. First of all, we got Stupid Never Takes a Vacation. We have Shame on You. And wait till you hear what I have tonight on this. This is just downright disgusting. Some of the stuff that I have tonight for you in regards to what's going on with that. But first, I want to introduce you today to a brand new sponsor that we have. And they are going to be our new studio sponsor. And we are also a new sponsor on my radio show in the Delmarva region and Philly. Sure Appliance Connection. Sure Appliance Connection has great appliances of all name brands. Call them today at 410-749-2161. They're in Salisbury, Maryland. They also have one locations in Ocean View, Delaware, also in Frankfort, Delaware, and Lewis, Delaware as well. So check out Google for that, and you'll find the other locations and phone numbers. But they have a location in Salisbury, 410-749-2161. Ask for Bill. Tell Bill Ralph Williams sent you. All right, Sure Appliance Connection. They have name brands, and they are our new studio sponsor here at Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland. So I just want to let everyone know our new studio sponsor, effective today, and I want to thank them for and congratulate them for being part of the RW Media Productions and all of our programming and so on. So just to let everyone know that as well. So, all right. Let me go to the comments here. I pushed the wrong button again. There we go. All right, let's go to comments. Pensman, he says, NHL draft Friday. Let's go. Yes, indeed. I can't wait for it because I'm interested to see what the Penguins are going to do. We'll find out what happens with that as well. And we also have Go Ralph. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Sports. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for that. Sports Talk Media. All right, there we are. All right. Okay, let's get started here tonight. We have plenty to talk about. The partial peace agreement with Iran. I'm not sold on this, and I'm very unhappy with our president right now in regards to Iran. I wanted this war. I wanted us to take them out. I wanted us to get rid of their regime. I wanted them to take out Iran. They have been a tyrant, and I've said this so many times, for 50 years. They've been a tyrant. 50 years. Okay? And I got to tell you, it's making President Trump look bad right now. Okay? We're going to get to the good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump tonight, too. And I tell you what, it's bad. It's ugly. The only good thing that he's done so far is this partial peace agreement. All right? And I'm going to tell you that, right now it does not look good. It really doesn't. It doesn't look good at all. Okay? All right? For him and for his, president, his presidential, as we proceed through his midterm. He's been in, offices, and the midterm elections were this week, and there were some surprises. All right? A lot of Trump candidates, especially in Maryland here, all got elected. And I think finally my message is getting out there to get rid of some of these progressives. I mean, my message is starting to really get out there. All right? Hit the like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Pensman, for that. And we got Marty here. Marty says, get the popcorn popping. And yes, indeed. Marty, how are you? Been a long time, Marty. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Marty. All right. So, Trump, there's a lot of things that Trump wants to do, but he can't. I mean, he can't he wanted his name on the Kennedy Center. He wants his name on all the airports. He wants his name there. The fountain at the Lincoln Memorial got destroyed. Something happened during that UFC event. Graffiti everywhere and whatnot, and something happened there. Okay? Again, another problem with, another problem with a UFC event where drones were supposed to cause problems, but the FBI, and I want to thank them, give them a round of applause for, getting involved, Secret Service and all this and stuff. All right? So, President Trump right now is not looking good. All right? He's not looking good at all. And I believe me, I voted for him. Trust me when I tell you that. All right? And what President Trump right now is called 50-50. And what I mean by 50-50 is he's 50% here and he's 50% there. And then if you look at another little percentage, he's all over the place. But he's not consistent. And that's his problem. And then, he goes, yeah, you voted as well for Trump. Yes, indeed, Marty. Yes, I voted for Trump. I personally voted for him. Well, not necessarily. I didn't vote for him for terrorism. I voted for him because he was the strongest candidate at the time. I was not sold on Kamala Harris. She's weak. All right? And we talk about here. I have some stuff tonight I want to talk about here. Democrats are voting for Trump. A lot of Democrats have voted for endorsed Trump candidates tonight. All right? So, they're going along with some of the stuff he's doing. Okay? Trump wants $88 billion, President Trump, for Iran war disaster. Now, I don't know what that means. Does that mean President Trump wants to take $88 million and help and rebuild Iran? I hope not. We had to rebuild Vietnam. We had to rebuild Iraq. We had to rebuild Afghanistan. We had to rebuild Korea. We had to rebuild this, rebuild that. Our military bases need rebuilt. I don't care what Iran does. Iran can build themselves back up. And if this is to rebuild Iran, then shame on this government. Shame on them for not doing more. Okay? Shame on them. Yeah, 50-50 raffle. Yeah, there you go. I like that one. Marty says all these people who were causing havoc are paid protesters. Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I cannot say that. All right, I do not know. Ninja checking in. All right. Yep, exactly. World Cup match. World Cup's going very well. Thank you. We're not talking World Cup right now. All right. If you tuned in on Saturday on the Saturday Sports Blast, I had Mike Sisak on from Amped Up Sports. We talked about World Cup. We're not going any further with it. All right. Unless the U.S. does something really dramatic or whatever. All right. All right. It says they're sending trillions of dollars from the Elon trunk would be the end of the debt. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. Elon Musk should have stayed on, involved in the government, but President Trump wanted him out. He's firing Linda McMahon, who is supposed to cut education. All right. Vince McMahon, WWE, and former WWE CEO Linda McMahon. All right. There's a lot of things right now that President Trump's looking real bad on. And now he's going after oil companies because he says the oil should start going down in prices. Today it was at $75 a barrel. And it hasn't been that low in a while. The lowest I heard it was the last time was $81. Now, gas down here in Maryland's not a problem. I don't know where gas is. They say the average is $3.92. I've already seen $3.47 down here, but that's here. And I know gas is expensive in a lot of places. California, Alaska. Because I have friends on Facebook and on YouTube that I follow and subscribe. That have said $7, $8, $10 a gallon for diesel. I mean, it's ridiculous. And Alaska has a lot of oil. I mean, they have a ton of oil. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. It's about the UFO, not the World Cup. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not worrying about UFOs at this point. All right. This is Trump's last term. Yeah, and it's not you are exactly correct, Marty. You are exactly correct. It's not looking good at all. Noah checking in. America can't allow blue to win again. You are exactly correct on that. On this one. And I got to tell you why, because I want JD Vance. I like him. He's a nice young guy. He's got a lot of energy. And especially when he put Vladimir Stavinsky in his place. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny. And I thought that, he told him, because I got tired of seeing him sticking his hand out and Joe Biden just handing him $385 million every time. So. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Noah again here. Says America can't allow the blue to win again. All right, we already did that one. Sorry about that, Noah. Those protests in Europe soon come to America if they win. Yeah, that could be. Let's see, J.D. Vance and Ron DeSantis. That could happen. That could happen. That probably would be a great culmination, and we could see another Republican president. Because right now, the Democrats and the progressives are ruining our country. How many times have I talked about that here on this program? All right. And they're continuing to do so as well. All right. All right. Wounded soldiers' families are accusing the Army of downgrading war injuries. And there's some families out there that are actually going after the military and are angry about that. And you know what? That's sad. If the Army is downplaying injuries, which the Army has a real good, they like to cover things up. They like to sugarcoat things sometimes, the military. You know how it is with war injuries and stuff like that. They get this. Because if that's what's really going on, everybody, we got a problem here in this country. We need to stop disrespecting our military. They're very, what I do like about President Trump, and one of the good things about him is he has put a lot of money into our military. There you go. Right there. Right there. Right exactly where it is. There you go. The Army is good at covering up stuff. All right. They are. They are very good at doing that, the military. You say you got a job. Well, that's great. Great. Because our Social Security is running out in 2032. And if somebody doesn't start stepping up and working, there's not going to be any Social Security for anybody. That includes you. Okay? That includes you. All right. All right. Amazon has recorded that Prime, the darker truth that Americans are spending more and getting less. They're spending more on Amazon Prime and getting less. They're spending, that's going on all over the country. And it's disgusting. We're spending more and getting less. And it's been going on since COVID. It's been going on since COVID. It's really totally disgusting that it's been going on like this with that. But for Amazon to come out and actually admit and say that we have that kind of a problem, that's just where we are today. And our country right now is not in good shape. We are a weak country. And the president has tried everything he can. You got these progressives in the Senate, the Chuck Schumers, and all the other ones that are in there. The Hakeem Jeffries, barking away. Bernie Sanders, who's a progressive independent. Okay, all he does is this, and he looks like a clown up there with his hair up in the air, like he's stuck in a light socket. All right. So, I mean, that's exactly the situation. All right. Now, tonight, I want to send, I'm working on getting an employee who's involved in the union involving Schwabel's Bakery in Youngstown, Ohio. Schwabel's been around for a long time. They're a great bakery. Schools, local businesses all around Western Pennsylvania and all along the shore of Ohio there in that Ohio Valley area where Youngstown, Cleveland, all that area, schools that depended on Schwabel's. All right. Schwabel's Bakery's been around for a long time. And now they're shutting down. They claim they're not making money, I guess. And the union, they blame the union for high wages for the employees and asking for more money and all this other stuff. Every time a business shuts down, especially a corporation, and it's a unionized shop, they always blame the union. They do. They always blame the union. And sometimes it is their fault, but it's not always their fault. Yeah, COVID was about control. And you know what? My friend, a media friend of mine, said that COVID was a fraud. And you know what that could be? Yeah, Marty, a good bakery. There isn't too many of them. Pensman's back. Thank you, Pensman. All right. So, Schwabel's Bakery, a staple in Youngstown, Ohio, which is a bad, I was in Youngstown in 2023. My nephew passed away. I spent almost 3 weeks down there because he was in intensive care down at one of the hospitals down there that he was involved in an accident on his 18th birthday of all times on his birthday. All right. And, to this day, it's still there. My dad died the same year. Okay. In 2023. All right. In July, I'm going to Baltimore and I found his wife. We are going to have a discussion because I'm very angry with the fact that his wife, my dad's wife, failed to call me and let me know what was going on with my dad. I had to find out for myself that he died. Okay. I found her and I will go and confront her. And I'm asking for your prayers tonight that this gets worked out between me and her. All right, because I'll tell you what, it's not good right now. I'm not in a good mood about this. All right. I'm not in a good mood at all. All right, stupid never takes a vacation. And we're also going to talk about all right, we got some other topics to talk about as well. Also, shame on you. We got some shame on yous going on around here. I got to tell you, it's crazy out here. But this stupid never takes a vacation is the biggest one of them, is one of my favorites. And I think it's probably the best one of them all. All right. So let's get into that right now, and then we'll get into our other topics, and then we'll get into good, the bad, and the ugly by President Trump. All right. Now, here we are. Let's get started. And we're going to start with this one first because this is stupid, never takes a vacation. This is from the Daily Beast. All right. On a cruise ship here. Excuse me. A tropical cruise vacation ended with a massive fight between two families as they disembarked the ship this week. All right. That is stupid, never takes a vacation. It got involved in a brawl. All right. So, you know. Wow, that's crazy, Marty. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. I had to look up my mom looked up the obituary and found, she said my dad, because for 2 weeks, Marty, 2 weeks I tried to get a hold of him. And it's not like him not to return my phone calls. He usually does all the time. 2 weeks I tried. It went straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail. My mom says, you know what? I think he died because that's unusual for him not to get back to somebody. Yeah, Marty, if you've watched my program here and you've watched my archive versions of my shows, I wouldn't go on a cruise ship if you gave me it. If you gave me the tickets, you said I'm paying for it, you paid me $1 million, I wouldn't go on a cruise ship. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't do it. It's not. It's bad. You're right. A lot of injuries or a lot of different stupid stuff. Okay. When someone from yeah, Pensman's got a good one there. That's really good there. And you know what's funny? I want to give the gong out to this clown. This is stupid. Never takes a vacation. Got so drunk at Hooper's Hop House or Hooper's seafood down here in Ocean City. Walked out to the pier or out to where the bay is and fell in because he was drunk. Now, again, you got to watch this now because the establishment could be to blame for over-serving them. Okay? I saw this. There was a place in Pittsburgh, I'm going to give it... There's a place in Pittsburgh where 3 times this same bar got fined for, and probably got their liquor license. I know recently they just got fined again. Their liquor license might be getting suspended or whatever for over serving. Okay. You know what, Marty? Airplane flying's not the greatest either. It hasn't been for a while. All right. The last time I was on a plane was before COVID. So there you go. Yeah, you're right. It's bad. It's bad flying too. Amtrak, I hear Amtrak is very nice if you have a lot of time on your hands and you want to see the country and you want to see the beautiful settings. I hear Amtrak is not a bad thing. I've watched a lot of videos. I follow people and subscribe to people on YouTube in regards to Amtrak. Where's Greyhound? I haven't even heard of Greyhound. Are they still in business? I mean, I'm serious now. Have you heard any commercials about Greyhound? Leave the driving to us. Have you ever heard anything? Nothing. I haven't heard anything. And I know First Student International, which used to be called Laidlaw from Canada, are the ones who So, cut a, what's the word I'm looking for here? They were owned by First Student, and First Student sold them off. And they used to be called Laidlaw, one of the largest transportation companies in the world. Is First Student. They own a lot of things. All right, here is the report about this cruise ship thing. Here it is.
Well, you've probably seen the video online. A massive brawl broke out at Port Miami earlier today. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says that the fight was between 2 families. Take a look. This is video from Only in Date. According to a spokesperson for Carnival Cruise Line, a total of 16 people have been placed on their do not sail list. The spokesperson also said that it happened while the families were passing.
All right, there you go. That's some of it there. I'm going to try to see if I can get this video up so you can see this, but there was a massive brawl. And you know, what's so stupid about this is the fact now that they're not allowed to go on any cruise lines. They are on a do not cruise list. Okay, which I never actually even heard of, but that stupid never takes a vacation. All right. All right, let's get into our next stupid never takes a vacation. Here we go. A guy, and I've been reporting this because this is just ridiculous here. This guy dropped his sunglasses in an outhouse. You know what an outhouse is? You go to the state park, you go to the county park or the community park, and you go in there, and it's a place where you go to the bathroom, and there's no water in there. And it goes down into a pit, and they put lime in there, and they clean it out or whatever they do, you know, to keep it so it don't stink. All right? I've dealt with outhouses because I used to be in the Boy Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. Outhouses don't bother me. Porta potties don't bother me. They bother some people. They bother a lot of people. They don't bother me because I've been there and done it. All right. Okay. You got to go. You got to go. I mean, I don't care where it is. You got to go. You got to go. That's why people defecate in downtown Pittsburgh, because they got to go. All right. So my question to you is, here is stupid never takes a vacation right here. This guy dropped his sunglasses in the pit where the outhouse is, okay? And when he dropped his sunglasses in there, he stuck his head and his hands in there to try to reach in to go get it and fell in. All right? This guy gets a gong because you know what? This is stupid never takes a vacation. How in the world do you do that? I mean, this is just... I cannot believe at all what's going on here. This is just, you know what? I'm going to give this guy a round of applause for being stupid. Okay. I'm going to give him a round of applause for being so stupid that it's just unbelievable that this guy would even do that. That stupid never takes a vacation. All right. Now we got shame on you, which isn't very good tonight. I mean, you know, usually I only do one or two people on the shame on you. And you're in the woods. You gotta go right there. That's exactly it, Pensman. You're exactly correct on that one. All right. If you need to go, you gotta go. That's right. You're exactly correct. You know. 3 likes for Ralph. Hit the thumb for everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Pensman. All right, we got Marty here. He says that the guy wanted to smell the aroma. I like that one. That's a good one there. It wanted to smell the aroma. Oh, my. Oh, that's a good one, Marty. I like that. But I got to tell you, that has to be the best stupid never takes a vacation that I have ever done, because I just don't see how in the world it's crazy. It's really nuts. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, shame on you. All right, here we go. Shame on you. And I'm going to, the gong's out tonight, boy. Shame on you. Here we go. All right. Gong's out and the alarm's out. There we go. All right. Shame on you. An Arby's customer gets herpes because you know why they got herpes? Because a manager spit in their food. A manager at an Arby's in Oklahoma spit in somebody's food, and this person got herpes. And guess what? They're suing Arby's now because this person did this. All right. And I know a guy. I don't even know if he's still living. I worked with him about 30 years ago. All right. Who, and this is a true story now. All right. Urinated in somebody's Pepsi. And I'll tell you, because this one guy, if you're a delivery driver, you always expect to at least get some kind of a tip. But college kids, they don't tip. A lot of people don't, a lot of people don't tip. All right. So every Saturday morning, this guy would order food, and the limit for delivery was $6. So he would get a big, large Pepsi, which would cost three or four, maybe $2, I think it was at the time, or a dollar, whatever it was. And then he would get a half a steak hoagie with extra meat and extra cheese, which would make the $6 for the delivery to start the morning off. Give you a $20 or a $20 bill, and you don't have any change. No tip for this guy every single morning. So one morning, one of the drivers got angry and urinated in his Pepsi. All right. Now, I mean, that sounds sick, but that's what happened. But this person here, this manager at this Arby's, spit in somebody's food. And the person got herpes. Herpes. Okay. Shame on this manager for doing that. All right. And here's another shame on you. Wendy's. All right. Wendy's. Now, see, this is why people don't eat at fast food. This is why fast food is hurting. This is why they're struggling and they're fighting amongst each other for all of these things. You know, like the $7 meal deals now. You got Taco Bell. You got they're all doing that. And I got to tell you a show you should watch real quick on Sundays, History Channel, The Food That Built America. I watched a great episode this past Sunday. It's a brand new one. A Taco Bell versus Chipotle. That was it. How Taco Bell changed fast food with tacos and then burritos and then that big massive thing to compete with the other fast food chains. They talked about McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. They talked all those guys and how they're, in fast food, how, things were revolving these days. All right. Now everybody's fighting for their piece of the pie. There's one pie and not enough pieces for everybody. All right. But this is why. This is one of the reasons of many why people do not eat at fast food restaurants anymore. A Wendy's employee was caught taking food out of the trash and serving it to a customer because the customer complained. So he took the food out of the trash and served it to him. All right. Shame on you for doing that. Shame. Shame on you. You got to be ashamed of yourself. That's disgusting. That's disgraceful. And shame on you for doing that. All right. All right. We got some more to talk about tonight here on the Ralph's Opinion Show. Every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. We are here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, the Kick Network as well, and a whole lot. And let me see here with Pensman here. He says Chipotle would defeat Taco Bell. Well, not exact. Well, yeah, you are correct. Because Chipotle, and I've never eaten there, I ate there one time. And that was because there was a grand opening of one. When I was a bus operator, I was a student operator. And my instructor said, let's stop over there to giving out free burritos today because they're opening up. Brand new place, grand opening. They, I guess they give out free burritos. And you can go in there like a Subway. Now you go into Subway and you say, I want lettuce, I want onion, I want green peppers, I want black olive, I want this and that on my sandwich. Well, you go into Chipotle and you say, here, I want this, I want that. You create your own burrito. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I like that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Taco Bell's not bad either. I like their burritos. All right. And I've had their big taco box I've taken home. All right. I have no issues with Taco Bell, none whatsoever. I've never had a problem with them. So I've even ordered their breakfast burritos, which are very good. So, I mean, I that's the last time that I had anything from Chipotle, anything. I just don't get into all that like that, I got the Bulls so good. Yeah. It depends when you are correct. The Bulls are very good as well. All right. All right. We're going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump here in a few moments. Then we're going to wrap things up here for Ralph's Opinion Show. Don't forget tonight, 9:00, Steel City Sports World on YouTube and Facebook. I will be part of the panel tonight, along with Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, Smoking Jim Frazier, Fillmore, Big Rome, myself. And we got a lot to talk about tonight. The NBA draft just happened this week. The NFL training camps are getting started. And don't forget as well, Friday, 6:20 WKHB, and I'm going to put that up right now. The Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoke, and Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. We are talking about the new NFL coaches, where we think they're going to go, how we think we preliminarily think they're going to do. And here it is, Friday, 3 to 4 p.m., 620 KHB in Pittsburgh. Here we go. Oh, yeah, and then here's the banner here for 620 KHB. Don't forget to tune in Friday, 3 to 4 p.m. on 620 KHB Pittsburgh Radio. Don't forget throughout Western Pennsylvania. The best sports talk radio show in Pittsburgh right now is the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoke, and Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree. All right, let's get into a couple more things here before we get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump. I do that every show if you're new to the show today as well. All right. So I do that as well. As soon as I get this here, I put my lousy password in here every time. All right. Yeah, here it is here. Here's the report here. And it's from the New York Post. Wendy's employee busted for serving complaining customer food from the trash and then spitting on it. He got charged. The police came and arrested him, this person. 3 Wendy's employees have been arrested for serving a customer food they allegedly pulled from the trash and spit on after the customer complained about the initial order, according to the police. That is stupid, never takes a vacation, but also shame on you. Why would you do that? That to me makes no sense at all. And that's what they do in fast food. All right? That's what they do in fast food. It's terrible. Terrible out there. All right? Here's the other report. This came from the dailymail.com. Arby's customer gets herpes after manager spit on her food. And the police arrested this manager. She filed a police report. This manager's in trouble for this. I guess this is what they call, I guess there's certain charges involved in this. Okay, with that. All right. I can't cook anyway, says Morty. Well, local joint near me is called Mr. Sippy's. Well, that's interesting. All right. Thank you, Morty, for that. Pizza Ninja. Serve food out of the trash and spit on it. Yeah. At a Wendy's. I got the report right here. At a Wendy's. Okay, here. I got the report, and I'll tell you where it came from. The dailymail.com. All right. And then an Arby's employee or an Arby's customer in Oklahoma claims she contracted herpes from an employee who spit in her sandwich. All right. All right. So there you go. From a community called Broken Bow, wherever that is. Okay. KJRH, she told this person, I'm not going to mention this person's name, obviously, thought that the workers were upset at her because she showed up close to their closing time. Like they wanted to go home early, or they wanted to go home and play Xbox or go out and get drunk or whatever they wanted to do. You know what I mean? And just decided to spit on the lady's food. I mean, that's to me, that's disgusting. All right. Now here's the report from the big time stupid never takes a vacation. And this comes from WGTC. California man falls through a toilet into a sewage tank and failed attempt to retrieve his prized sunglasses. See, I said this on my radio shows, that I think he went in there to do this because the sunglasses were very expensive. And he got stuck in there. And the paramedics had to come, or the emergency EMS or whatever had to come, and they had to straighten that out. All right. But, it's unbelievable that that's how stupid people are. I would have just ate it. I mean, I'm sorry. You wouldn't catch me doing that. Go get one of those grabbers. I always have grabbers with me all the time because you know what? It's hard for me as, being in a wheelchair and handicap to be able to handle that stuff, or to be able to even try to pick that up in there. All right. It's just crazy, you know. So, all right, let me see what else we got going on here. Other than the midterm elections in Baltimore, made some changes in one county, in a few counties, made some changes there. All right, the progressives are starting to go bye-byes because people have had enough. They've had enough of these progressives. Okay. All right. Food stamp fraud. Here we go. All right. Food stamp fraud. At it again. All right. Shame on you for stealing from food stamps, stealing from people. All right. Here's the Trump asked Congress for an $88 billion for the Iran war. And this is from Politico. All right. It says Wednesday to help cover the cost of the Iran war, aid farmers and the combat the E. coli virus. I see. So actually, that $88 million is not to fix Iran, which is great. That is great. All right. All right. I'm very pleased about that. That President Trump doesn't want to use this to rebuild Iran, and I don't want him rebuilding anybody anymore. We destroy them. We destroy them. We rebuilt Vietnam. And what did they do? They screwed us over. All right. Here we go. Here's another one here. This is from the Christian Post. Parents sentenced to 50 days in prison for homeschooling their children. I don't know. Well, this is in Brazil. I mean, Brazil, their laws are totally different. Some other news. Yeah, here it is. That Arby's manager was charged with a felony. That Arby's manager, the one I said that spit in the food and caused the lady to have herpes. Yeah, that lady or that manager. All right. All right. Here, New York woman, and this is another stupid never, is accused of getting more than $1,000 in benefits through false filings. And now she's involved in a felony case. Jeez. That's Ralph's opinion on that tonight. Charged with grand larceny. Okay. I mean, it's unbelievable here. Shame on you, stupid never takes a vacation. I mean, it's crazy out there. It's nuts. All right. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is something else here. A judge has ordered, because, Robert Kennedy is trying to stop people from using food stamps to buy candy because he wants to make America healthier again. Robert Kennedy, our health secretary. Okay. He wants to make it, America healthy again. All right. So now he wants to stop you from buying candy with your food stamps. Well, guess what? A judge said you can't be done. All right. A judge says it cannot be done. Okay. All right. All right. So there we are with that. All right. All right, let's get into, and we're going to get into right now, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I got some announcements to make here. Introduce you to our new show, which is, so, because I've had enough. I've had enough of this. A new show is called Ralph Report Exposed. And I already started exposing some people, and I'll do it again. All right. Here it is. Snap candy soda bans blocked in 5 states. See where restrictions remain. There are some states that are doing it, but the judge ordered that it cannot be done. A federal judge in a court. All right. So there you go. All right. All right. Let's get ready to wrap things up here. Oh, here we go. Trump renews push to shift homelessness funding. What's at stake? Well, you know what? This might be something bad, too. The Trump administration wants to shift more money to homeless shelters that require sobriety. There you go. There's some good in President Trump as we start the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. There's the good in President Trump right there. And I don't want to hear no complaining. Okay. I really don't. I don't want to hear no complaining because there it is. All right. There's some good there. He's going to increase homeless funding, but the homeless people, and a lot of them need to get on sobriety. They need to get away from drugs and stuff. Then they can qualify to be involved in this. And some of these homeless shelters, they got to start cracking down on this stuff. All right. Because it's all over the place. All right. Okay. All right. All right, let's see what we have on Facebook, and then we're going to go into our good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump here real quick. As soon as I get the find out if we have anybody on Facebook here that's tuning in, that wants to make some comments or anything like that. Let's see what we have. All right. I don't see any comments here on the one Facebook page, so let's see what the other one has to say, because I'm on both of my Facebook pages. I think I am. Yeah, I'm on both of them. I don't know what's going on here today, but the one I'm on right now, the Sports Corner one, is at this point, no one has commented. So let me see what we got. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump, and then we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. And don't forget to tune in at 9 o'clock, Steel City Sports World on YouTube, Facebook for the Steel City Sports World show. I'll be part of that panel as well. Here we go. All right, the good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump. All right, the good. He wants to help out with the homeless and get the homeless going, increasing funds, but you have to be on sobriety. You have to be on sobriety. No more. President Trump will not tolerate. That's good. That's good news. All right. Okay. But that's good news. And then the partial peace deal with Iran. All right. It hasn't been signed yet. There's still some more talking to be done, which I'm actually quite surprised we're even talking to begin with. Okay. A lot of talking still to be done and some other stuff. But, as usual, Iran, they don't want to take this like anyone else in this country. And I've said that many times. Nobody wants the inch. They always want the mile. All right. That's the good. That's the other good's the homeless. Now, the bad. President Trump got shot down about his executive order for IDs for voting. He wants you to have an ID for voting all across the country. Some states are doing it, others aren't, but he wants to make it a federal law that when you vote, and he's trying to get rid of mail-in ballots. That got shot down today. Shot down. All right. Okay. The ugly, he went to go meet, I guess, with the Senate today and got into a heated argument with a Republican senator. A heated argument. All right. If I had the footage and I had the time to put it in, I probably would play it or show it to you. There was a big argument between him and the senator. All right. Let's get into our announcements today. As I mentioned earlier, don't forget Friday. We start off with Friday and the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoke, and Jim Frazier. Claudia Rossano. Sports Corner radio show. Saturday, the Saturday of Ralph. Oh, you know it, the Saturday of Ralph Williams. We have a great smorgasbord menu this week. Don't forget 93.5 The Beach, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. On 93.5 The Beach down here in the Delmarva region, the Ralph Williams show. And also from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And as soon as I get that off the air, there we go. All right. And then we'll get down here to the Ralph Williams Show, 8 to 9 a.m. on 1250 a.m. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. Two guests. I have two, a double guest. Jim Allen Bogan will join me. He's involved in local political politics in Pittsburgh, was once a Allegheny County councilman. We're going to talk about the juveniles and a bunch of other stuff going on in politics in the city of Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, and Western Pennsylvania. And then afterwards, Adam Kaminsky from the Tribune Review. We're going to talk about the waterfront in Homestead. They moved the buses to outside the mall. What does that mean? They are saying it's public safety. We're going to talk with Adam about that as well. And don't forget, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show, also on 1250 a.m., The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. Here we go. All right, there we are. There's the banner for that. 1250, The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. The Ralph Williams Show, both Saturday and Sunday. All right. Also, don't forget Saturday morning, 10 a.m., live here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. And soon to be on some other networks here. I'm working on some stuff here. The Saturday Sports Blast Show with me, Ralph Williams, Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, and Leo Haggerty. I'm working on getting an NHL guy on because the draft is tomorrow, and I'm working on getting a NHL expert on. We're also going to talk about the NBA draft a little bit, dive into some other issues. Brendan Sorsby with this supplemental draft. The NFL has decided to cancel it, and he is not available to play at Texas Tech. We'll talk about that as well. All Saturday morning, 10 a.m., the Saturday Sports Blast Show with me, Ralph Williams, Pensman Sports, and Leo Haggerty. All right, and then from 2 to 3 p.m. on Saturday is the Saturday edition of the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree. Our guests, double guests, Ray Fittipaldo, to talk about the Steelers, and Leroy Johnson, who is the head coach of the Amani Christian football team, high school football team, great team, almost made it to this, they always make it to the state finals, always in championships. Very good football team. We'll talk to Leroy Johnson as well, coach of Amani Christian. And that's on Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m. on 1250 The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. Don't forget Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show on 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial as well. And that is the Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno, my co-host. And we got a lot to talk about. Tony and I bring our great opinions to. We talk sports in the first segment, and then we go into some other details as well. Don't forget to tune into that. And also on Monday, 2 to 3 p.m., the Ralph Williams Show on 620 KHB. Here we go. All right, that's the Ralph Williams Show every Monday, 2 to 3 p.m., 620 KHB. Don't forget to tune into that as well. And our new show, my new show. Are you ready? Are you ready? Please tell me you're ready for this, because I am. It's the Ralph Report Exposed. I will expose you. If I think that there's something that you're doing wrong, you're going to rip me off, my fellow handicapped brethren, my friends, my family, or if you're just going to rip anybody, any hardworking person off, I'm going to expose you on this program. That's what this is about, the Ralph Report Exposed. All right? If I have somebody to expose, I'll be on here to do so. And you never know when I'm going to come on here with a Ralph Report. Don't forget Monday night for Monday Night Raw. We're immediately following the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. And then the Raw post show, which we go into as well. All right. So don't forget about the Raw post show. And also, here we go. Here's that, the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. And that's every Monday after Raw and every Friday after SmackDown. Raw, it's usually at 10:45, but we came on at 8 o'clock because Monday Night Raw was on at 2 o'clock this past week because they were out of the country in London, I believe. And don't forget this Saturday, the Night of Champions. I will be doing a post show immediately following Night of Champions, talk about what happened. So don't forget to tune into the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. A lot of things going on in wrestling. I will be on to talk about that as well. All right. So there you go with that. And then also we have, don't forget, and it's, Saturday's Night of Champions starts at 2 o'clock, not 8 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock. All right. So make sure you mark that down. The first hour will be on ESPN. And don't forget about the Ralph Report, the Ralph Report Sports Edition, the Ralph Report Pittsburgh Edition. Don't forget about all the Ralph Reports. All right. Because there's some interesting information that comes out of those things. You know, I talk about a lot of different things. It might be just about, there's a sports one there. And then, and also we got the Ralph Report. That's right. You know how they say the Ohio State was the Ralph Report. And remember, I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams. And I want you to acknowledge me. And please don't forget about our new sponsor, which I'm going to put up right now, Appliance Connection. They have an office in Salisbury. They also have stores in Delaware as well. Here it is right here. The Appliance Connection, or I'm sorry, Shore Appliance Connection. There we go. Shore Appliance Connection. I want to get it right. They're our new sponsor here for RW Media Productions. They are the studio sponsor for Studio 10 here in Berlin, Maryland. All right. So I just want to let everyone know that as well as we move along here on the Ralph's Opinion Show here tonight. All right. So if I can find my notes here. Here we go. All right. Shore Appliance Connection. Call 410-749-2161. They have the major brand appliances, free delivery, setup, the whole 9 yards. They'll take very good care. Ask for Bill or ask for Ryan. Shore Appliance Connection, 410-749-2161. That's the location in Salisbury, Maryland. They also have locations in Delaware and Ocean View, Frankfurt, and Lewis as well. So check those locations out as well. You can check those out as well. Shore Appliance Connection. Call them, please. Bill and Ryan at the one in Salisbury, and also call the Delaware locations. Tell them Ralph Williams sent you, and you heard it here on RW Media Productions. All right. And that's down here in the Delmarva region, but I want to thank them for being our new studio sponsor and our new sponsor as well. And don't forget my website, www.rwmediaproductions.com. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, not only just to my channel, but also Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, and the Sports Break Media. And also, don't forget to check out Leo Haggerty and the gang on Amped Up Sports on their Facebook page. They have a lot of stuff going on also on their website, ampedupsports.com. Check it all out. And I'm Ralph Williams. This has been the Ralph's Opinion Show. Every Wednesday night, don't forget, 7:30, we are here for the Ralph's Opinion Show. And then also, I forgot to mention Philadelphia, 3 to 4 p.m., the Ralph Williams Show in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Here it is. All right, I'm Ralph Williams. Thank you for being part of the show tonight. And please, by all means, be safe. And until next Wednesday, don't forget to acknowledge me. I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. Please be safe and have a good one. See you. Talk to you next week.